What's up everyone? So the park is empty today. There's nobody here. I haven't done any kind of trick tips in a while, so I thought what a better time than now. I'm seeing a lot of people are putting on brakes again. I thought that might be a good time, maybe show how to do some tire taps on some quarters. We might try a couple on some banks just to show you, but I'm gonna give you some basic run to what I would think is the easy way, but again, might not work for everyone. I'm gonna try a couple on here on this quarter, and then we'll go do some banks, and I'll try to give you some tips on what to do, not to do, and just do it at your own pace. Now when you're trying them on a quarter pipe, you want to do a couple run-ups. See how fast you have to go. You might have to do a couple fly-outs. Just land on the deck. Even if you just land both tires, you know the speed. You want to know the basics though. How to at least get a 180, at least 90, because when you come out, you're going to want to land not always 90, but sometimes a little past, because if you keep that rotation, it'll turn you and put you right back in. Not fully 180, but about here. So a little past the 270, let's say. But you'd also, to help you come out, you don't want to land as far back as possible. You want to land maybe about no more than a foot, let's say. I would say about a foot, but the closer the easier it is to me. So I usually land about here. I guess that's about 8 to 10 inches. But when you try it, like I said, you're not going to get it a couple of times. You're going to mess up. You may get it, drop down, put your peg. You're going to run pegs. Be careful. Watch your front wheel that you don't slide out. But understand it's going to take some time. You're not going to get it first try sometimes. Sometimes you get lucky. But try a couple. Like I said, just don't jump too far. It doesn't matter which way you spin. But, you know, also keep in mind, I'm doing this with brakes. I'm not showing everybody how to do this without brakes. It's the same concept, only difference is you're using pedal pressure. So before you do that, you may want to do a couple curb endos and see how long you can hold it. But with brakes, it kind of just locks you in place. And just make sure on the way up, you don't hit the brakes too early, because you can send yourself forward and then you won't get the tire tap. You want to lean far back enough where you're about, I would say your front wheel about the height of where your pegs are. So you don't want to lean too far, too high, but you also don't want to go too low. But also do what works for you. So what you might want to do is practice a couple on like a bank. Now only banks at this park are these little ones, but I'm going to use this big one. You don't have to use anything such as that as big or anything, but the wider it is easier, because in case you don't turn all the way, it might help out a little bit. So I'll show you how to do a couple.